Have you ever stopped to think about why certain messages reach you exactly when you need them most? What if I told you that the universe is sending powerful signals especially for you, Aquarius, at this moment? Signals that can completely change the course of your financial, emotional, and spiritual life? You are about to discover something that will shake everything you believe about prosperity and abundance. Look, I know that you, as an Aquarius, have been through a lot. You felt like you were giving your all and yet the doors seemed closed. You've seen other people achieve what you dreamed of, while you continued waiting for your turn. But I need to tell you a truth that will ease your heart. All of this was part of a bigger plan. Every obstacle, every delay, every frustration was preparing you for something extraordinary that is arriving now. In this video, you will receive 10 direct messages from the universe. Messages that will show you exactly what is happening behind the scenes of your life. And more importantly, you will understand how to fully enter the richest phase of your existence. And when I say rich, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about richness in every sense. Inner peace, true relationships, vibrant health, a clear purpose, and yes, also material prosperity. If you don't watch this video until the end, you might miss the exact moment when the universe is opening its doors to you. Because there's an important detail. Cosmic messages have a specific time to be received. And your time is now. You didn't arrive here by chance. The algorithm didn't bring you to this video by luck. It was the universe guiding you here because you are ready to receive these revelations. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and get ready. Because what you're about to hear in the next few messages could change everything. And I mean everything. Message 1. Your years of preparation finally make sense now. Aquarius, the first message the universe wants you to receive today is about all the time you've spent preparing. And I know that sometimes it seemed like you were going in circles, that nothing made sense, that you were just wasting time while others moved forward. But listen carefully to what I'm going to tell you. Every second of those years was a cosmic investment in your evolution. Do you know those difficult situations you faced? Those moments when you thought about giving up but something inside you made you keep going? Those nights when you wondered when it would be your turn? All of that was building something inside you. An internal structure so strong, so solid that now nothing will be able to bring you down. The universe wasn't ignoring you. Quite the opposite. It was forging you, molding you, transforming you into the version of yourself that can sustain the abundance that is coming. Because there's a huge difference between receiving wealth and being able to maintain it. Many people gain and lose quickly because they weren't internally prepared. But not you. You went through the entire process. Think about it. When you learn a new skill, you don't start out as an expert, right? You practice, you make mistakes, you learn, you adjust, you practice some more. It's the same with prosperity. All these years you've been practicing the energy of abundance, learning to have faith even when you didn't see results, developing patience, cultivating gratitude even in difficult times, strengthening your self-confidence. And all of that will now make all the difference. What you need to understand is that your sign, Aquarius, carries a special mission on this planet. You came here to revolutionize, to bring about change, to show new paths. But to do this with excellence, you needed a solid foundation. You needed to know scarcity in order to value abundance. You needed to experience lack so you would never forget to help those who are still in that phase. And now finally you are ready. All the pieces of the puzzle are falling into place. That knowledge you acquired, those connections you made, those skills you developed, all of it will begin to make sense in a practical and profitable way. The universe was preparing you for something big. And that something big is knocking on your door now. Perhaps you still can't clearly see the whole picture. Perhaps you still doubt that all of this is true. But pay attention to the signs around you. Start noticing small changes happening, opportunities appearing, the right people crossing your path, ideas emerging out of nowhere. This is not a coincidence. It's the universe showing you that the moment has arrived. So stop berating yourself for taking so long. Stop comparing yourself to those who are already in a different place. Stop thinking you wasted time. Nothing was lost. Everything was gained. Every experience, every lesson, every stumble made you stronger, wiser, more prepared. And now you will reap all of that multiplied. The message is clear. Trust your process. Honor your path. Be grateful for the preparation. And get ready to receive, because the richest phase of your life isn't just arriving. It has already begun. And you are exactly where you should be to make the most of it. Message 2. Your energy vibration has changed and the universe has noticed it. Aquarius, this second message is about something you may not have consciously noticed, but that is happening within you right now. Your energetic vibration has changed. And when I say changed, I'm not talking about a small change. I'm talking about a profound transformation in the frequency you emit to the universe. Let me explain it to you in a simple way. Everything in the universe is energy, right? And this energy vibrates at different frequencies. When you are afraid, angry, sad, or discouraged, you vibrate at a lower frequency. But when you are hopeful, grateful, have faith, or love, you vibrate at a higher frequency. And here's the secret that changes everything. You can only attract what is on the same frequency as you. For a long time, even unintentionally, you were stuck in lower frequencies because of difficulties, disappointments, and unfulfilled dreams. And that's normal, it's human. But something changed recently. It may have been a decision you made, or an understanding you had, or simply the weariness of living that old way. It doesn't matter what it was. What matters is that you changed. And do you know how the universe works? It's always listening to your vibration, not your words. You can say you want abundance all day long, but if internally you vibrate scarcity, that's what you'll attract. But now you're different. You've started to truly believe. You've started to feel that you deserve it. You've started to act like someone who is already prosperous, even before seeing the physical results. This vibrational shift that has occurred within you is sending a very strong signal to the universe. It's as if you've changed radio stations. Before, you were tuned to the frequency of struggle, of effort without return, of endless waiting. Now you are tuned to the frequency of abundance, prosperity, and fulfillment. And the universe is responding to this new frequency. Look what's happening behind the scenes in your life. Opportunities are being orchestrated. People who will help you are being directed to you. Situations that will open doors are being prepared. Resources you need are being released. All this because your vibration has changed. You've become a magnet for good things. And there's more. This vibrational shift doesn't just affect the material aspects of your life. It's transforming everything. Your relationships are improving because you're vibrating self-love. Your health is strengthening because you're vibrating self-care. Your mind is clearer because you're vibrating inner peace. It's a complete transformation. But I need to warn you about something important. Now that you've reached this higher vibration, you need to strive to maintain it. Because the world will try to pull you back to the old frequency. Negative people will appear. Challenging situations will arise. Doubts will try to invade you. And you need to be aware of this so you don't fall into the trap. How do you maintain this high vibration? First, by taking care of your thoughts. When you realize you're thinking about scarcity, fear, or impossibility, stop and change your focus. Second, by carefully choosing who you associate with. Distance yourself from people who only complain, who only see problems, who don't believe in you. Third, by nurturing your faith every day, whether through meditation, prayer, reading, or inspiring videos like this one. You need to nourish this new frequency. And look at this amazing thing, the more you maintain this high vibration, the more good things happen. And the more good things happen, the easier it becomes to maintain the high vibration. You enter a virtuous cycle of prosperity. And this cycle has the power to completely transform your life in a short time. So celebrate this change that has happened within you. Acknowledge that you are no longer the same person you were months ago. Honor this new version of yourself that is emerging. And trust that the universe is responding to this new frequency in a way that will surprise you. The richest phase of your life is coming, because you have finally become vibrationally compatible with it. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Now let's continue with our video. Message 3: Money is coming from directions you never imagined. Aquarius, pay close attention to this third message because it will open your eyes to something incredible that is happening right now in your financial life. The money is coming, but it's not coming from where you expected. It's not coming the way you planned. It's coming from completely unexpected directions, from sources you never even imagined existed. Do you know why? Because the universe is much more creative than our limited minds. We focus on one or two possible paths for prosperity to enter our lives. We think it will be through this job or this project or this person. and then we just wait for that. But the universe has infinite ways to bring abundance to you, and it usually chooses paths you weren't even looking at. This is happening to you right now. While you were paying attention to a door, the universe was opening windows. While you were waiting for one path, it was preparing shortcuts. And very soon you will begin to perceive this clearly and concretely. Money arriving from unexpected places. Opportunities arising from casual conversations. Ideas sprouting that can become a source of income. People offering you things you needed without you asking for them. And there's a profound spiritual reason for this happening this way. The universe wants you to learn an important lesson. You don't control how abundance arrives. You just need to be open to receiving it. When you let go of control and trust the process, life becomes magical. Synchronicities begin to happen. Impossible coincidences become routine. Now, I want you to do a mental exercise with me. Think about all the times something good came into your life in a completely unexpected way. That job opening you weren't even looking for. That chance encounter that changed everything. That idea that came out of nowhere and worked out. Can you remember? Well then, that's how the universe has always worked in your life. And now it's going to do it again, but on a much larger scale. What you need to do now is expand your vision of where prosperity can come from. Stop limiting the universe with your small expectations. Open your mind and your heart to receive from any direction. Because the great opportunity may come through that person you least expected. Or through that situation that at first seemed bad but will reveal itself to be a blessing in disguise. Or through a talent you have but never valued. And look how interesting. Aquarians are naturally innovative, out-of-the-box thinkers, people who see what others don't. So it makes perfect sense that your prosperity also comes in unconventional ways. The universe is aligning your essence with your blessings. It is bringing abundance in a way that perfectly matches who you are. But there's one thing you need to avoid. The anxiety of wanting to control when and how it will happen. Because when you get anxious, you close doors. When you get desperate, you block the flow. The key here is to trust and stay open. Do your part, yes. Work, dedicate yourself, act on opportunities. But without that heavy energy of desperation, without that tension of someone who is dependent on a specific outcome. Think of it this way. You've planted many seeds throughout your life. Some you don't even remember planting anymore. And now those seeds are sprouting in different places at different times. An opportunity you created years ago may be maturing now. A connection you made without thinking it important may be about to bear fruit. Knowledge you acquired may become a valuable asset. The universe is orchestrating all of this behind the scenes. It's connecting dots you didn't even know existed. It's putting together pieces of a larger puzzle that you can't yet see completely. But soon it will become clear. Soon you will look back and marvel at the perfection of the cosmic plan. You will understand that everything happened at the right time, in the right way, for the right reason. So keep an open mind. Pay attention to the signs. When a different opportunity arises, don't dismiss it just because it wasn't what you expected. When a strange path appears, don't ignore it just because it's not part of your original plan. The universe may be offering you exactly what you need, just packaged in a way you haven't recognized yet. And one last thing about this message. The money that's coming now isn't just to solve past problems. Of course, it will help with debts and urgent needs. But it goes beyond that. This money arriving in unexpected ways is the beginning of a new pattern of abundance in your life. It's the universe showing you that you've entered a new level. And at this new level, prosperity flows constantly, from multiple sources, in creative and surprising ways. You are entering the richest phase of your life, and it will be even better than you imagined. Message 4. Your old dreams are being reactivated by the universe. Aquarius, this fourth message will touch a very deep place in your heart. You know those dreams you had? Those desires you kept deep in your soul because you thought they would never come true? Those projects you abandoned because life pushed you in other directions? Well then, the universe is reactivating all of that now. It's bringing back to life what you thought had died. And this is no coincidence. There is perfect divine timing happening here. Those dreams were placed in your heart for a reason. They are part of your purpose, your mission in this life. But you weren't ready before. You lacked maturity, you lacked experience, you lacked resources, you lacked connections. And that's why the universe allowed you to keep those dreams for a while. But now it's different. Now you have what you didn't have before. You have wisdom that comes from lived experiences. You have strength that comes from battles fought. You have clarity that comes from time for reflection. And that's why the universe is saying now is the time. Now is the time for you to take those dreams out of the drawer and start working on them for real. Perhaps you have an artistic talent that you've set aside because you needed to pay the bills. Maybe you have the desire to start a business but never had the courage to begin. Maybe you dream of traveling, studying, creating something new, but always thought it was too late or too difficult. Listen, it's never too late. And now it's easier than ever because the universe is on your side, opening paths, facilitating processes. You'll start to feel a pleasant restlessness inside you, a growing desire to do what you've always wanted to do. And along with that desire will come opportunities. You'll meet people who can help you. You'll discover resources you didn't know existed. You'll have ideas on how to start in a way you hadn't thought of before. That's the universe conspiring in favor of your dreams. And there's something beautiful about all of this. When you finally achieve a long-held dream, the feeling is even better than it would have been if it had happened sooner. Because you value it more. Because you know the weight of the journey. Because you understand the value of what you are achieving. It's not just the realization of the dream. It's the victory over all the doubts, all the fears, all the obstacles that tried to stop you. But I need to tell you an important truth. Reactivating those dreams doesn't mean it will be easy. It means that now you are ready to face the challenges that come with it. It means that you have the strength, the determination, the faith necessary to persevere even when difficulties arise. Because they will arise. They always do. But now you won't give up at the first obstacle. You will continue because you know it's worth it. Think about it. If the universe is reactivating your old dreams now, it's because the perfect moment has arrived for them to come true. Not before, not later. Now. And do you know what that means? It means that everything you need to achieve those dreams is already available, or is on its way. Whether it's money, time, help, or knowledge. The universe won't give you a dream without also giving you the means to achieve it. So do this. Take some time to reconnect with those old dreams. Grab a notebook and write. What have you always wanted to do? What would make your heart sing with joy? If money were no object, if fear didn't exist, what would you do with your life? Write without censorship, without judgment. And then look at what you've written and choose at least one thing, just one to start working on now. Doesn't have to be big. Can be a small step. But it needs to be concrete. If your dream is to write a book, start by writing 1 page a day. If it's to travel, start by researching destinations and saving money. If it's to start a business, start by studying the subject and making a plan. The important thing is to take the dream from the world of ideas and bring it into the world of action. And observe what will happen. When you take that first step towards your dream, the universe will respond. You will begin to see signs that you are on the right path. Coincidences will occur. People will appear to help. Important information will reach you. It's as if the universe is saying, "Yes, I see you, I hear you, I am here supporting you." Aquarius, your old dreams haven't died. They were just hibernating, waiting for the right moment to awaken. And that moment is now. The universe is giving you a new chance. A chance with a much higher probability of success because you are more prepared, stronger, wiser. Don't waste this chance. Don't let fear, laziness, or doubt stop you. Go for it. Because when you achieve your dreams, you're not just conquering things, you're fulfilling your purpose. And there's nothing richer than living your purpose. Message 5. Toxic relationships are being removed from your life now. Aquarius, this 5th message may seem harsh at first, but it's one of the most liberating you'll hear today. The universe is doing a deep cleansing of your relationships. People who drained you, who dragged you down, who blocked your growth are being removed from your life. And this is a huge blessing even if it seems painful right now. Let me explain something to you. You can't enter the richest phase of your life carrying dead weight. You can't soar high if you're tied to people who only want to keep you down. And the universe knows this. That's why it's intervening directly. Removing those who need to be removed, so that you can walk freely towards your destiny. Perhaps you've already noticed this happening. That friendship that cooled off for no apparent reason. That relationship that ended unexpectedly. That person who distanced themselves and you didn't understand why. That coworker who was transferred or left the company. All of this may seem random, but it's not. It's the universe organizing your energy field, creating space for better, healthier, more genuine relationships. And there's something you need to understand. Toxic people aren't necessarily bad people. Often they are good people who simply aren't on the same wavelength as you. Or they're going through difficult times and end up dragging you into their drama. Or they have their own wounds and can't support you in the way you deserve. You don't need to be angry with them, but you need to let go. Because look, while you keep toxic people around, you waste precious energy trying to manage those relationships. Energy that could be used to grow, to create, to thrive. You get stuck in negative conversations, in gossip, in unnecessary drama. And that keeps your vibration low, which blocks abundance from entering your life. The universe is protecting you from this right now. It's creating an invisible shield around you that repels energies that no longer serve your highest good. And yes, it may hurt at first. It may feel like you're becoming alone. You may feel rejected or abandoned. But I assure you it's temporary. And what's coming is much better than what's going away. You know that saying that the universe doesn't take anything from you without giving you something better in return? Well, it's true. For every toxic person who leaves your life, incredible people are being directed towards you. People who truly see you, who celebrate your victories instead of envying you, who support you in difficult times instead of judging you, who add to your life instead of subtracting from it. And these new people who are arriving, they come at a frequency compatible with the new phase you are entering. They come with opportunities. They come with valuable connections. They come with positive and constructive energy. They come to propel you forward, not to hold you back. And you will notice the difference immediately. You will feel lightness. You will feel genuine joy. You will feel that you are finally surrounded by those who truly matter. But there's an important part of all this that depends on you. You need to collaborate in this cleansing process. You can't keep chasing after those who are drifting away. You can't insist on maintaining relationships that have clearly already served their purpose. You can't feel pity or guilt and revert to old patterns. You need to have the courage to let go, to trust that the universe knows what it's doing. And another thing, you also need to examine your own behavior. Have you been toxic to someone? Have you been draining energy from the people around you? Have you been that friend who only complains, who only talks about problems, who never has a word of gratitude or joy? Because if that's the case, you also need to change. Because energy cleansing works both ways. Take advantage of this moment of renewal in your relationships to establish new standards. Decide now what kind of friend you want to be, what kind of partner, what kind of colleague, and also decide what kind of people you want around you. Make conscious choices about who you spend your precious energy on. Because you are entering a rich phase, and rich people don't waste their most valuable resource, time and energy. And one last thing about this message. If you're feeling lonely during this process, know that it's normal, but also know that it's temporary. You're not being left alone. You're being prepared for deeper and truer connections. You're being cleansed so that you can attract relationships worthy of the new version of yourself that is emerging. So embrace this moment of reflection. Use this time to get to know yourself better, to strengthen yourself internally. Because when the right people come along, you'll be ready to build incredible relationships with them. And these new relationships will be part of the richness of this new phase of your life. Message 6. Your intuition is stronger and will guide you to golden opportunities. Aquarius, pay attention to this sixth message because it will give you a powerful tool to navigate this new rich phase that is coming. Your intuition, that inner voice that guides you, is stronger than ever. And it will be your compass to find the golden opportunities that the universe is placing in your path. You know those moments when you have a hunch about something? That feeling that you should or shouldn't do a certain thing? That impulse to talk to someone, to go somewhere, to make a specific decision? That's your intuition speaking. And at this moment in your life, it's amplified, directly connected to the wisdom of the universe. Why is this happening now? Because you have raised your energetic vibration. Because you have cleared yourself of many things that were blocking your perception. Because you are more aligned with your higher self. And when you are in this state of alignment, your intuition functions like a supersensitive radar, picking up information that your rational mind cannot process. Here's how it works in practice. You'll be in a casual conversation and suddenly feel you should ask about a certain topic. You ask the question, and you discover that the person has exactly the information or connection you needed for a project. Coincidence? No. Intuition guided by the universe. Or you'll be browsing the internet and feel the urge to click on something you'd normally ignore. You click, and you find a perfect job opportunity, a course, an investment. Luck? No. Intuition guiding you to where you need to be. Or you'll wake up in the middle of the night with a crazy idea. Instead of ignoring it and going back to sleep, write it down. Because that idea could be the insight that changes everything. It could be the solution to a problem you've been trying to solve for a long time. It could be the concept for a business that will thrive. The universe is constantly sending you messages through your intuition. It's showing you signs, giving you hints, guiding you down the right paths. But there's a problem. Most people ignore these messages. Why? Because the rational mind interferes. Because fear blocks it. Because distrust speaks louder. But you can't fall into that trap now. Not at this crucial moment in your life. You need to learn to trust your intuition, even when it doesn't make logical sense. Even when it goes against what everyone else is saying. Even when it seems risky or strange. Because your intuition has access to information that your conscious mind doesn't. Now I know this might sound scary. How do you differentiate true intuition from fear or desire? I'll give you some signs. True intuition usually comes as a quiet knowing, an inner certainty. There's no drama, no anxiety. It's just a clear feeling that you should or shouldn't do something. Fear, on the other hand, comes with tension, racing thoughts, and catastrophizing. And desire comes with an energy of attachment, need, and emotional urgency. When you receive an intuition, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel where this information is in your body. True intuitions are usually felt in the chest, in the heart, in the center of your being. And they come with a feeling of peace, even if they are asking you to do something challenging. And there's another important thing. You need to act on your intuition. It's no use receiving an insight and ignoring it. The universe gives you information, but you need to take the step. You need to make the call, send your resume, have the difficult conversation, invest in the idea, make the decision. Action is what transforms intuition into results. And here's something interesting. The more you trust and act on your intuition, the stronger it becomes. It's like exercising a muscle. At first it may seem weak, doubtful. But the more you use it, the stronger it gets. And there comes a point where you can clearly distinguish between intuition, fear, and desire. There comes a point where you navigate life with an inner wisdom that saves you from many mistakes and leads you straight to the best opportunities. Aquarius, your sign is known for being visionary, for seeing the future, for having revolutionary insights. This ability is being turbocharged now. You are receiving cosmic downloads, direct information from the universe about which direction to take. Don't waste this. Don't ignore it. Don't let excessive rationality or skepticism block this precious connection. Here's what you should do. Start keeping a journal of your intuitions. Every time you have a hunch, write it down. Then record whether you followed it or not. And also record the result. Over time you'll see a pattern. You'll realize that when you followed your intuition, even if it seemed crazy, it worked out. And when you ignored it, you missed opportunities or faced difficulties you could have avoided. And one last thing, your intuition will protect you too. It will warn you about people who are not trustworthy, about deals that seem good but are traps, about paths that seem easy but will lead you away from your goal. So when you feel that inner discomfort, that something is wrong here, even without being able to explain it rationally, trust it. Your intuition is protecting you. You are entering the richest phase of your life, and your strengthened intuition will be the key to making the most of all the opportunities that are coming your way. It will lead you to the right places at the right times with the right people. It will make you make decisions that will seem crazy to others but will turn out to be brilliant. Trust in this inner strength. It is the universe speaking directly to you. Message 7. You are being prepared to lead and inspire others. Aquarius, this 7th message will show you something about your purpose that you may not have realized yet. You are not being blessed with this rich phase solely for your own benefit. You are being prepared to lead, to inspire, to be a beacon of hope for others. The universe is elevating you because it has greater plans for you. Think about it. Why did you go through everything you went through? Why did you face such specific difficulties? Why did you learn such profound lessons? It wasn't just for you to survive. It was so that you could later teach others who are going through the same things. It was so that you could develop empathy, wisdom, strength, essential qualities for anyone who will guide other people. And look at this perfect timing. Just now that you're entering a phase of abundance, you're also ready to share, ready to be an example, ready to show that it's possible, that it works, that the universe truly fulfills its promises. You will be living proof that transformation is real. This can manifest in various ways in your life. Perhaps you will start attracting people who ask for advice. Perhaps opportunities to teach, mentor, or guide will arise. Perhaps you will feel the desire to share your story, your lessons, your knowledge. Perhaps you will be called to leadership positions at work or in the community. In any case, the universe is positioning you as a role model. And Aquarians are naturally made for that. You have that revolutionary energy, that of thinkers ahead of their time, of people who question the status quo and propose new paths. You are not content with the conventional. You want change, evolution, progress. And these characteristics make you natural leaders, even if you don't consciously seek it. But I need to prepare you. Leadership comes with responsibility. When you inspire people, you become a role model. This doesn't mean you need to be perfect, far from it. It means you need to be authentic, honest, and consistent between what you say and what you do. Because people won't follow your words, they'll follow your example. So while you're in this phase of growth and prosperity, pay attention to how you're living. Are you being the person you'd like to inspire others to be? Are you making decisions you'd be proud to share? Are you using your abundance in a way that generates more abundance around you? Or are you accumulating it selfishly? Because look how beautiful it is when you understand this role of an inspiring leader. Your prosperity ceases to be just about you and becomes a testament to what is possible. Every time you achieve something, you prove to someone who is doubting that they can too. Every time you overcome an obstacle, you show someone who is giving up that it's worth persevering. You become living hope. And there's more. When you lead and inspire others, you connect with a greater purpose. And this connection with purpose brings a richness that goes beyond the material. It brings deep satisfaction, a sense of meaning, genuine joy. You're not just making money or acquiring things. You're making a difference in people's lives. You're leaving a legacy. The universe knows this. And that's why it's giving you not only material resources, but also wisdom, compassion, patience, and humility. It's molding you into a complete leader. Someone who has technical knowledge but also emotional intelligence. Someone who knows how to prosper but also knows how to lift others up. Someone who achieves success but remains approachable and human. And what a beautiful responsibility. You'll have the chance to break limiting patterns for the people around you. How many of them grew up believing that prosperity is impossible, that success is only for a privileged few, that dreaming big is foolish? And then they'll see you, someone who came from where they came from, face what they face and succeeded. This will awaken in them the belief that they can too. But listen, being an inspiring leader doesn't mean being arrogant or thinking you're better than others. Quite the opposite. It means being humble enough to recognize that you didn't get where you are alone. It means giving credit to the universe, to the people who helped you, to the lessons you learned. It means remembering where you came from and using that as fuel to never forget who you really are. So prepare your heart for this role. Embrace the responsibility of being an example. And understand that as you prosper, you have a moral obligation to extend a hand to those who are still rising. You don't need to give what you don't have. But you can share knowledge, you can offer encouragement, you can open doors when possible. You can simply be a positive presence in someone's life. Aquarius, you are being prepared for something greater than you imagine. The rich phase that is coming is not just about you having a better life. It's about you becoming an instrument of transformation in the lives of others. It's about you radiating such a strong light that it illuminates paths for those who are still in the dark. Accept this calling. Embrace this purpose. Because when you lead with your heart and inspire with authenticity, you touch eternity. You create waves of change that go far beyond what you can see. And that is the truest wealth that exists. Message 8. Old financial blockages are being dissolved now. Aquarius, this 8th message brings relief and liberation. Do you know those financial blocks that have haunted you for years? Those patterns of scarcity that seemed impossible to break? Those limiting beliefs about money that you've carried since childhood? All of that is being dissolved now by the universe. The chains are being broken. The walls are falling. You are being set free. I'll explain what these financial blocks are. They are unconscious beliefs about money that you've absorbed throughout your life. Phrases you heard in childhood like, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people don't go to heaven, money is the root of all evil, you have to work very hard to achieve very little. These phrases entered your subconscious and created programs that limited your ability to prosper. And it wasn't just a phrase. It was also what you observed. If you grew up seeing your parents struggling financially, arguing about money, stressed about bills, you absorbed that as a pattern. Your subconscious learned that money is synonymous with stress, hardship, and conflict. And then, even unintentionally, you reproduced those patterns in your own life. Or if you were ever judged for having or wanting money, if you were called materialistic or selfish for seeking prosperity, this created a block. An unconscious association between having money and being a bad person. And then your subconscious sabotaged your efforts to prosper because it didn't want you to be seen as a bad person. These blocks are real and powerful. They function like an internal financial thermostat. You might even manage to increase your income temporarily, but if your thermostat is programmed for a certain level, you automatically revert to that level. Whether through impulsive spending, bad decisions, or unconscious self-sabotage. But here's the incredible news. The universe is reprogramming your thermostat right now. It's erasing those old programs. It's replacing limiting beliefs with expansive ones. It's healing past financial wounds. It's freeing you from familiar patterns of scarcity. It's a profound renewal happening in the deepest layers of your being. How will you know this is happening? You'll start noticing subtle changes in your relationship with money. You'll find yourself thinking differently about finances. You'll feel less anxious about bills. You'll be able to save more easily. You'll make wiser financial decisions with less effort. You'll attract money in ways you couldn't before. And there's an active part you can play to accelerate this dissolution of blockages. Consciously identify limiting beliefs and replace them. For example, when you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never have enough money," stop and replace it with, "The universe is abundantly supplying me right now." When the thought, "I don't deserve prosperity," comes, replace it with, "I am worthy of all the abundance the universe has for me." It might seem silly at first, but it's not. You're literally reprogramming your brain. You're creating new neural pathways. You're aligning your conscious mind with the work the universe is doing in your subconscious. And when the conscious and subconscious work together in the same direction, manifestation happens quickly. Another important thing: forgive your financial past. Forgive the bad decisions you made with money. Forgive the opportunities you missed. Forgive the people who taught you limiting beliefs. They were doing the best they could with the knowledge they had. Forgive yourself for taking so long to get here. Because as long as you carry guilt or resentment about money, you keep blockages active. And look how powerful this is. When you dissolve financial blockages, you're not just changing your material situation. You're changing your energy as a whole. Because financial blockages are usually connected to emotional blockages. When you free yourself from one, you free yourself from the other as well. You become lighter, freer, more powerful in all areas of life. The universe is doing a deep cleansing of you right now. It's removing layer upon layer of limitations you've been carrying, some for decades. And as these layers are removed, your true essence is being revealed. And your natural essence is abundant, prosperous, and rich in every way. You were just covered by blockages that prevented you from expressing this natural abundance. So cooperate with this process. Don't resist. When painful memories related to money surface, don't sweep them under the rug. Feel them, process them, release them. When limiting beliefs appear, don't cling to them just because they're familiar. Question them, replace them, transform them. When opportunities arise to act differently with money, embrace the change even if it's uncomfortable at first. Because look where you're going, to a place where money flows easily, where you feel deserving of prosperity, where you make financial decisions with confidence, where you use money as a tool to create the life you want and help others, where scarcity is a thing of the past. This is your new standard. This is the richest phase of your life that is beginning now. Message 9. Your prayers and requests are being answered in unexpected ways. Aquarius, this 9th message will make you look back and recognize the hand of the universe working in your life all the time. You know those prayers you made? Those requests you sent to the universe? Those intentions you declared? They are being answered. Maybe not exactly the way you imagined, but in ways that will prove even better than you expected. Here's something many people don't understand about how the universe works. It always answers. Always. But not always in the way we expect. Because we ask based on our limited view of the situation. We want a specific solution to a problem. But the universe sees the whole picture. It sees not only what will solve that problem, but what will lead you down the best possible path. So sometimes you ask for a specific job and don't get it. And you get frustrated thinking the universe didn't hear you. But a few months later, an even better job comes along, at a better company with better people with growth opportunities you never imagined. And then you understand, the universe didn't give you what you asked for because it was preparing you for something bigger. Either you ask for a relationship to work out and it ends, and you're devastated, feeling like the universe has abandoned you. But then you meet someone who treats you the way you always deserved. And then you look back and are grateful because the universe protected you from being trapped in a relationship that wasn't meant for you. This is happening in your life now on a larger scale. All those prayers you've said over the years, all those nights you asked for help, all those moments you pleaded for change are all being answered now. The universe was waiting for the perfect moment. It was arranging all the pieces. And now it's delivering not only what you asked for but much more. And there's a reason this is happening now and not before. If it had happened before, you wouldn't have been ready to receive it. You wouldn't have had the maturity, the wisdom, the necessary inner structure. Perhaps you would even have wasted the blessing. But now you are ready. Now you will know how to value it. Now you will use it well. Pay attention in the coming days and weeks. Observe the things that are happening in your life. And ask yourself, isn't this the answer to what I asked for months or years ago? You will begin to see connections. You will realize that what seemed like a delay was actually preparation. That what seemed like denial was actually protection. That the universe never ignored you, it was always working behind the scenes. And look at this beautiful thing. When you acknowledge the universe's answers, even if they are different from what you expected, you strengthen your faith. You begin to trust more. And the more you trust, the more you open yourself to receive. And the more you open yourself, the more you receive. It's a virtuous cycle that only grows. But there's something important here. You need to be attentive to recognize the answers. Because sometimes they come disguised. They come as a challenge that is actually an opportunity. They come as an end that is actually a new beginning. They come as a detour that is actually a shortcut. If you're not attentive, you might miss them. So develop this practice of anticipatory gratitude. Give thanks for answered prayers even before seeing physical results. Give thanks for the wisdom of the universe in giving you not what you want but what you need. Give thanks for divine patience in waiting for the right moment. Give thanks for the answers that are arriving now. And one thing about prayer and requests needs to be clear. It's not about begging a cruel universe. It's about aligning your intention with cosmic energy. It's about declaring your desire, and then trusting that the universe will orchestrate the circumstances so that this desire manifests in the best possible way. It's a partnership, not a desperate plea. When you pray, when you ask, you are planting an energetic seed in the quantum field. And the universe takes that seed and cultivates it. It adds the right nutrients, the right water, the right light. And in due time, the harvest happens. You don't need to dig up the ground every day to see if the seed has sprouted. You trust the process. You wait with active faith. Active faith is different from passive waiting. Active faith is when you continue doing your part, while trusting that the universe is doing its part. You work, you act, you seize opportunities. But you do all this with the peace of mind of someone who knows they are being guided, who knows they are being supported, who knows their prayers are being answered. Aquarius, look at your life now with new eyes. Recognize the blessings that are arriving as answers to old prayers. Celebrate every impossible coincidence as divine intervention. Give thanks for every door that opens as confirmation that you are on the right path. Because you are. And the universe is showing you this in every possible way. And she continues praying, continues asking, continues declaring. But she does so with the confidence of someone who knows they are being heard. With the certainty that each of her words has power. With the tranquility of someone who understands that answers come in perfect divine timing, not in the time of human anxiety. Her prayers have power. Her requests are valid. And the universe is responding now in ways that will exceed her expectations. Message 10. You are being called to a new level of life. Accept the invitation. Aquarius, we've reached the 10th and final message, and it's perhaps the most important of all. The universe is making you a formal invitation. Ascend to a new level of life. A level where abundance is normal, where miracles are frequent, where you live your purpose, where you are who you were truly born to be. This is the invitation, and the decision to accept is yours. I'll be very direct with you. Many people receive this invitation and don't accept it. Do you know why? Because they're afraid. Afraid of change. Afraid of responsibility. Afraid of losing what they already have, even if it's little. afraid of disappointing, afraid of not succeeding. And this fear keeps them stuck at the same level as always, even when the universe is offering something infinitely better. Don't let this happen to you. You've come too far to give up now. You've been through too much to back down at the crucial moment. You've proven your strength more times than you can count. So when the universe calls you upwards to a higher level, you take a deep breath and say, yes, I accept, I am ready. But what exactly does this new level of life mean? It means you stop living in survival mode and start living in prosperity. It means exchanging scarcity mode for abundance mode. It means stopping settling for crumbs and claiming the feast that is rightfully yours. It means stepping out of the role of victim of circumstances and assuming the role of creator of your reality. At this new level, you're no longer worried about whether you'll be able to pay the bills at the end of the month. You're thinking about how to invest your money. You're no longer accepting just any job that comes along. You're choosing opportunities that fulfill you. You're no longer sacrificing yourself for others to the point of forgetting about yourself. You're setting healthy boundaries and taking care of your well-being. At this new level, your relationships are different. You no longer accept toxicity. You no longer tolerate disrespect. You no longer stay in situations that diminish you. You surround yourself with people who uplift you, who support you, who celebrate your victories. And you do the same for them. At this new level, your relationship with the universe is deeper. You are no longer asking permission to prosper. You are giving thanks for the blessings you know are already on their way. You no longer doubt your worth. You recognize that you are a child of the universe and that you deserve all the abundance that exists. But to reach this new level, you need to leave things behind. You need to let go of old beliefs that no longer serve you. You need to abandon habits that keep you small. You need to say goodbye to old versions of yourself. And that can be difficult, can be painful, can be scary, but it's necessary. You can't enter the new while carrying the old. It doesn't work that way. It's like trying to move into a new house with all the old furniture. It won't fit. You need to make a selection. Decide what's worth taking and what needs to stay. And often, the hardest part is leaving behind your old identity. The story you told yourself. The role you played. But listen, that old story isn't who you are. It's only who you were. And you have every right to write a new story. A story where you are the hero, not the victim. A story where you win, where you thrive, where you shine. That new story is waiting for you. But only you can write it. And look at the beautiful responsibility that comes with this new level. When you rise, you pull others up with you. When you prosper, you show that it's possible. When you shine, you illuminate paths. You become a beacon. You become an inspiration. You become living proof that the universe keeps its promises. So accept this invitation, not out of arrogance, not out of selfish ambition, but because it's your destiny, because you were created for this, because the universe invested so much in you that you would remain small. Accept it because other people need to see you up there. They need the hope that your victory will bring. And when you accept, when you say yes, get ready, because things are going to start moving fast. Opportunities will appear. Doors will open. People will show up. Resources will manifest. Because the universe was just waiting for your permission. It was just waiting for you to declare yourself ready. And you are ready, even if you still have doubts, even if you still feel fear, even if you don't yet clearly see how everything will unfold. You are ready, because ready doesn't mean perfect. Ready means willing. Ready means brave enough to begin even without having all the answers. Aquarius, this is the final message. You are being called to a new level of life. A level of richness in every sense. A level of profound fulfillment. A level of true peace. A level of clear purpose. Accept this invitation. Say yes. And prepare your heart to receive all that the universe has in store for you. Because it is much. It is greater than you imagine. And you deserve every bit of it. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. So let's recap everything you've discovered today, Aquarius. You received 10 powerful messages from the universe, each showing you a piece of the bigger picture of the incredible phase that's coming into your life. You understood that your years of preparation made sense, that your energetic vibration has changed and the universe has noticed. That money is coming from unexpected directions, that your old dreams are being reactivated, that toxic relationships are being removed, that your intuition is stronger than ever, that you are being prepared to lead and inspire, that old financial blocks are being dissolved, that your prayers are being answered, and that you are being called to a new level of life. These are not empty messages. They are spiritual truths manifesting in your reality right now. And the more you believe in them, the more you act on them, the more you align your life with them, the faster you will see concrete results. So what are you going to do now with everything you've heard? Are you going to keep it in your heart and forget about it in a few hours? Or are you going to use it as fuel to truly transform your life? The choice is yours. But I encourage you to choose transformation. Choose to believe. Choose to act. Choose to receive. Because look, you didn't get here by chance. Out of all the millions of people who could be watching this video right now, you are. Out of all the things you could be doing at this moment, you chose to be here receiving these messages. This is not a coincidence. Synchronicity. It's the universe guiding you exactly to where you need to be. And now that you have received these messages, you have a responsibility. The responsibility to honor this moment. To not waste this cosmic impulse that is pushing you forward. To take the necessary steps to fully enter the richest phase of your life. These steps don't need to be gigantic. They can be small, but they need to be concrete. Maybe it's organizing your finances. Maybe it's having that important conversation you've been putting off. Maybe it's starting that project that's been sitting in a drawer. Maybe it's simply giving thanks and declaring that you are ready to receive. The important thing is to do something that demonstrates to the universe that you are taking it seriously. And while you do your part, trust that the universe is doing its part. Trust that each piece is being put in the right place. That every delay has a purpose. That every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. That you are exactly where you should be. Walking at exactly the right pace towards the abundant life that is your destiny. Aquarius, I want you to know one thing. You are special. Your sign carries a unique mission on this planet. You came here to revolutionize, to innovate, to show new paths. And the universe is now equipping you with everything you need to fulfill this mission. The richest phase of your life isn't just about having more money in the bank. It's about having the necessary resources to make the difference you came here to make. So you rise with that awareness. You look in the mirror and recognize who you truly are. Not the small version the world tried to convince you to be, but the magnificent version the universe always knew you were. That being of infinite light, powerful, deserving of all abundance, capable of transforming not only your life but the lives of everyone around you. And now I challenge you. For the next 7 days, act as if everything you heard in this video were absolute truth. Act as if abundance were already guaranteed. Act as if you were already in the richest phase of your life. Speak like this person speaks. Decide like this person decides. Feel like this person feels. And observe what happens. Observe how the universe begins to reflect this new energy back to you. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do it now. Turn on notifications. Because this is a space for transformation. Here you'll find messages that touch the soul, awaken consciousness, and change destinies. And you deserve access to this whenever you need a spiritual boost. If these messages touched your heart in any way, if you feel grateful for having received these revelations, consider becoming a channel member. Your contribution keeps this work of bringing light and hope to thousands of people alive. And when you support us, you are also planting a seed of generosity that will return to you multiplied. Leave your birth date in the comments. I want to see how many Aquarians are receiving these powerful messages today. And also share how you're feeling now after everything you've heard. Which message touched you the most? What have you decided to do differently from now on? Aquarius, your time has come. The wait is over. The universe is opening the doors of abundance for you. It's calling you to live the extraordinary life that has always been your destiny. Don't back down now. Don't doubt now. Don't give up now. You are so close to seeing everything transform. So close to entering the richest phase of your life. Go with faith. Go with courage. Go with the certainty that you are loved, supported, and guided by the universe every step of the way. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. Millions of Aquarians around the world are receiving this same calling. They are awakening to the same truth. They are walking towards the same destiny of abundance and fulfillment. So lift your head, open your arms and receive. Receive every blessing that is coming. Receive every opportunity that is being created. Receive all the abundance that has always been yours. Because you deserve it. Because you are ready. Because it is your time. The richest phase of your life begins now. And it will be even more incredible than you imagine. Until the next video, Aquarius. May the universe bless you abundantly. May your paths be illuminated. May your dreams come true. And may you live each day with the certainty that you are exactly where you should be. Receiving exactly what you deserve. You are light. You are power. You are abundance. Never forget that.